What's up, everybody? Happy Friday! We're here. We made it. Let's get this bad boy out. Cheers. Back again. Another happy hour with Coach. I am Coach from the Wolfnet Radio Podcast. It's been a long week, everybody. Jeepers sucks. Let me know if I'm super loud. I can turn that bad boy down just a little bit. Set the tone. Let's get this shit started. You are correct, Corey. It is Friday. It's the start of the weekend. Cheers. That is better. So, it's been a while. I see all the regulars are shuffling into the bar. Welcome, everybody. If you're new to the Happy Hour with Coach, this is basically me in front of a camera, trying out some stuff, talking Battletech, kind of taking questions from the chat, just kind of chilling out for about an hour and a half, just going over some stuff. I actually printed off my list today of what to talk about so we don't ramble like last time. But yeah, got some stuff just to go over, just chill out, hang with the chat. Got some questions from our Patreon members today. We're gonna go over a couple of those. I can't quite. A lot of you are very interested in 3.0, and I understand. So am I. We are along, I guess, in some of the major things that we are going to put in 3.0 Alpha Strike 350. If you don't know what that is, head on over to. Let's try my new deal here. See if it works. You can head over to wolfstragoons.com. This is kind of our home web page. We got all kinds of things here. Let's go full screen here. So basically, this is kind of our updated. Got a lot of rules here. We got KSAG coming up. I'll talk about that here in a second. But we've got core rules for our Alpha Strike 350. It's kind of a tournament format. It's a really fun, a lot of easy stuff. Ooh, we got doubles tournament rules up here. Epic will be getting added to this soon. We just released, I think, an updated version of Epic to the Discord channel. So if you guys didn't know, I did upload some of those. Got a new secondary objective added and kind of reworded some stuff, as Tommy pointed out that I forgot to add something, but I was like, I don't think I did. We haven't quite tested the one thing out yet, but just to let you know what it is, it's we've been tweaking with the idea, especially in Epic, about having a legendary, or not a legendary, there is a legendary mech warrior that you can have in your list, but we were toying with the idea of unique, that mech or unit can be a unique unit. So we are still kind of checking that out. 350 resources. There's just a bunch of stuff here that you can go through. It's got the MUL, making terrain. Some links to our YouTube channel, which you are already on, that has our live streaming. We usually do a bunch of live streaming every Thursday night throwdowns. We try to do it. If you missed out last night, good friend of the show, Sean Goolsby, El Diablo himself, took over and streamed for us, gave his streaming setup a shot. So go check that out. He did a good job. In the future, I plan on releasing a video that kind of walks the behind the scenes of how I do my streaming, and hopefully that people can watch that and then set up their own stuff. So, but if many of you know me, I have mentioned I'm going to do a lot of things, but getting to it, it's a busy time of the year this year. So. Speaking of that time of the year, we've got some events coming up So I wanted to let's just go over KSAG. Obviously, is the the Krull siblings annual gaming get together. Is the official word. The Some of you may know it as the Krull Sisters A Go Go, but that's December 6th through the 8th. We decided to go real big with it this year, and it's going to be a full-fledged, basically a full-fledged, a full-fledged convention. We got all kinds of stuff lined up. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you don't know, you can go ahead and sign up. Let's get this. I got the Warhorn right here. You can sign up on Warhorn. It's in Roseville, Minnesota. It's going to be a really good time. I think we have a ton of people already signed up. Just to go over, yeah, there's a huge Alpha Strike 350 tournament coming up. Let's see, we got Friday. Fridays we're going to do doubles, which is going to be fun. If you're signed up for doubles and you don't have a cosplay outfit, do better. I already know that I'm getting my early birthday present in the form of somebody making sure that the request of a cosplay outfit is going to be had. So thank you for the early Christmas or birthday present, Doyle. I can't wait to see the Daisy Dukes and the hard hats. So short shorts, buddy. It's got to be short shorts. We got Operation Klondike. That's going to be a lot of fun. The era for KSAG is early Succession Wars. So it's going to be a lot of old stuff, a lot of good stuff. We're really interested to see that. We got a grinder at night. Solaris Melee Challenge, and then the Epic format that I just previously mentioned will be, there'll be a free table for anybody who wants to go try that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Moving on to Saturday, that's the big kahuna, the Alpha Strike 350 tournament. We got a Civil War with Merrick. I believe that is classic. Grinder, another melee. King of the Hill, special game of King of the Hill. Should be a lot of fun. And then also Epic free play. And Sunday we're going to wrap it up. We got a Drafted for War, another King of the Hill, a Savannah Master Racing thing, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. Corey, you can't do the chat and do the DMs, man. Jeez. The Pumpkin Patch, which is looks like a fun. It's a kind of a horror genre or horror kind of a deal. 2 kids scenarios, Epic, and again a Solaris Melee. There's going to be a painting competition all weekend, judged by, I believe Ryan's judging it, along with some other people. But yeah, don't come without some good painted miniatures to submit. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff that's going to be going on. If any of you are old X-Wing guys, you will recognize where it's being played at. It's at the old FFG Center in Roseville, Minnesota. So we have the back room booked for the whole weekend. There's going to be food, fun, drinks, lots of Battletech. It's all Battletech. That's what we're doing. This is our version of a pure Battletech convention. I don't know who's going to be showing up as, other people. Maybe we've heard rumblings that there might be some people from Catalyst there. We don't know. I've heard a rumor that Mr. Derek King from Aries Games and Miniatures, who's proudly sponsoring and presenting this wonderful program, should be there. He better be, because I think I'm making a list for him, or I'm painting a list right now. Let's see, what else we got? Just a lot of fun stuff coming up. Yeah, it's just going to be a really good time. We're looking forward to it. It's in 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I don't even know. Do you know the cooler policy? Asking for a friend. I don't know. I think. Oh no. I can say that we're not allowed to bring in outside beer or anything because the game center sells beer there. So they would really like it if we bought our beer from them. So, yeah, no outside drink. I think I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. But yeah, no, they're allowing us to bring in some food. I think we're gonna have some roasters and some sandwiches and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be a really good time. Yes, definitely bring the jorts. The jorts. Oh, Ryan's not judging. Ooh, Dwarven Axe folks are gonna be there. Oh man, so all right, get your good stuff coming on. But yeah, go ahead and sign up at Warhorn. Schedule is right here. It's gonna be a lot of fun times. Let's see. Can I show these? Sure, why not? So I just got these in from Curled Paw Creatives, our good friend Andrew Knuckles. And these beauties just came in the mail the other day. They're kind of a smoky black, so they are translucent. And the red, I know this picture's probably not doing it justice, but the red really pops. These are like some serious Darth Vader templates. They're really, really cool. I'm very happy with how they came out. Oh my gosh, Corey, that's just terrible. I know for a fact that is not your Corey sending me bad stuff. So yeah, these are the templates. These babies are hot off the presses. So the next thing, yeah, let's go ahead. So the next thing that we got is, if you guys didn't know, we are doing the whole month of November. We have kind of an auction going on our Discord channel for Extra Life. I believe it's St. Jude's Hospital. Last year, I can't remember what Tommy said. I think we raised like $5,000, $6,000 for everything. But these also came in. These are Extra Life templates that will be auctioned off on the Discord channel. If you want to head over to the Wolfnet Discord channel, or you are not a part, hit me up. I'll try to get you an invite. But yeah, these babies came in as well. They're gorgeous. They got the Extra Life logo on there with Wolfnet 2024. There's 8 of them that are up for auction. So usually you got to go to a tournament and do pretty well in order to get a template. These ones you can we're auctioning off for the kids, baby, for the kids. Let's get it done. There's a bunch of other stuff on the Discord channel. Basically, you put your bid in, and then you wait, and somebody else outbids you. And then I think at 11:59 or midnight on December 1st, the the auction closes down, and Tommy divvied out whoever got what and sends them off. So yeah, definitely go hit up the Discord auction page. I believe it's under Extra Life. It's in one of the top ones. But anyway, go check that out for the kids. We're raising money all month long. The boys from over at Valhalla Club did an excellent job. I think they raised $1,000 on a live stream. So way to go, guys! You are the best. That actually kind of segues into my next thing. Oh, whoa, sorry. I need to turn that. Go back to events. Why aren't you showing up? There we go. Events. Space City Brawl 2025 at Pelican in Houston, Texas. That's happening February 8th. I believe there's going to be an Alpha Strike 350 tournament there. So I need to send him some packages of some gifts and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're in the Houston area, definitely go check out that. That is also on our Discord page under events, tournaments and events. If you guys have an event that you have coming up, please post it there. So when I do something like this, we can get the word out, and when we do our podcast, we can try to plug and get some interest there. And then obviously Adepticon, March 26th through the 31st in Milwaukee this year. So that's different. Do not go to Schaumburg, Illinois. You will be the only one there. Well, maybe not, but it's not there. Pelicon could be in Galveston. It's the Houston area. I don't know. I was reading. I put this together about an hour ago. So, Kyle says it's in Galveston, and I will trust Kyle. But it's in Texas. How about that? We'll just go with it's in Texas. Yeah, Adepticon. It's going to be in Milwaukee this year. They're at the new spot. Yeah. I just got confirmation, Hesby. Adepticon this year will be Clan Invasion, and then I believe Gen Con will be Civil War. We talked about possibly unleashing the Jihad era, but I don't feel confident that the guys at the MUL will have that all figured out and implemented. If you guys watched Tuesday Newsday from Catalyst Game Labs, I believe they said Il Clan Eyes Only is dropping in December, which is huge. That's huge for us. We've been waiting for that book forever. But if you are not new to the 350 and have played the Jihad era, you guys know that there's some stuff that I think has to get culled or curbed, but they didn't have the information yet to be able to make it public. So we're gonna I said the Jihad era, not the Jihad era, the Il Clan era is the one that needs some cleaning up, because there's just some crazy, like, mercenaries just get everything, and I don't understand how they just get everything. So yeah, we're gonna give the Il Clan era for a 350 tournament like some time to marinate a little bit. Maybe next Case Egg, or maybe after Gen Con. So we're gonna check that out. We're keeping an eye on it. And maybe they like it the way it is, and that's what it's gonna be. And then we're just, we're not actively wanting to not play Il Clan era, but we want to make sure that it's true, which is like right now, I think they just flooded everything in there, and yeah, the Sea Fox are screwing everybody over, or not screwing everybody. They're just, if you got money, you can get whatever you want via the Clan Sea Fox. So, yeah. So believe me, I want to play Il Clan era. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but we're giving it a little bit more time to, I guess, see if there is a balancing that's coming, or if there's not, then that's what it's going to be, and we'll roll Il Clan. I'm not 100% sure on Gen Con. We might get not pressured, but like we might say, oh, hey, they fixed it, let's do Il Clan era. But for right now, Adepticon is going to be Clan Invasion, and Gen Con right now is looking like Civil War. And then I think from there, we're going to actually just keep going. So from there, we'll go, Jihad, then Dark Ages, and then maybe finish it up with Il Clan era. So hopefully. I don't think I'm missing any eras in there. We'll find out. Let's see. Let's look at my cheat sheet here. Oh, I skipped all over that. I know what I want to do. I wanted to just take this time out quick to just thank a couple of content creators out there. I don't do it enough. So I really wanted to just kind of highlight a couple guys. This is my outreach section or whatever. But if you guys are new to Battletech or you're new to Wolfnet or whatever, just know that the content creators out there are growing, and there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. And I already know I'm missing one, so I'm gonna wait until next time, but I'll give him an honorable mention. Battletech is a great Battletech podcast. Talks they have, or he has a kind of a wide variety of what he talks about, but really fun podcast. Go check them out. They're doing a really good job. I think he was recently, yeah, White Fox, you know it. You're the one. I don't have you. Well, I tell you what, I can pull you up here. Let's yeah, we'll keep going on, and I'll get White Fox. Can't miss him. We'll save best for last. How about that? Next one is Valhalla Club. If you guys are looking for a bunch of no-nonsense idiots that talk Battletech and drink booze, this is right up your alley. The Valhalla Battletech podcast has been good friends of Wolfnet. They've been around for a while. They do a really good job. They're very fun to hang out with. So in person, if you see a guy, first of all, if you see the tall one, just ignore him. You don't need to pay attention to him. But the other ones, they're pretty good. They're pretty good guys. So definitely check the Valhalla Club out, and make sure you go ahead and download their podcast. They're a good time. Next is On the Origins of Battlemechs, aka On the Origins of Tanks, aka On the Origins of Aerospace, aka On the Origins of Flatbed Trucks. I don't know. They have about 5 different divisions to their podcast, but they have a very cool niche where they have been working from the very first battle mech all the way through the timeline, and they do a show about that specific mech, the variants, how it was made, who makes it, all this other stuff. They do a really good job with really good job explaining kind of the nuts and bolts of what a mech is. And then they started diverting to, well, let's include tanks and hovercrafts and all this other stuff. And then I think they've even dabbled in aerospace now. So it's looking interesting for them. So we'll see how that goes, because if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, then they're going to be around for a very long time. Armored Up, there you go. Armored Up for, well, yeah, like I said, they try to do all these different names and whatever. So let's go. Sorry, I'm trying to get the creme de la creme here. Next on my list is Of Mechs and Men. These guys are wonderful human beings. They're way too nice, and they make you stay up until 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. They just love pulling 24-hour days. I don't know when they're doing interviews, but they do an excellent podcast on a lot of it is behind the fiction, the storytelling, the books. They do a lot of really good stuff with that. They're a very nice podcast. They do excellent interviews, I can tell you that. When they're like, and they're really professional. Like, really professional. They got nice stuff. And so definitely go check out them. They have, I can't remember what they're up to right now, but they have been doing an excellent job for a while. They've been around as well, so go check them out. They're an excellent listen, especially like on the road or on the car. Definitely check them out. And then saving the best for last, we got the Mercenary Star podcast by the one and only White Fox, who's in the chat right now. He's basically going through the mercenaries, giving brief history of mercenaries and all the classic ones, as you can see. So this is his YouTube page. He multitasks. He does podcasts and he does YouTube, which is a lot of fun. This is Seth right here. If you go check out it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Who are those guys? Who are those guys? I don't recognize those guys. Oh, oh. I zoomed in too far. Anyway, so as you can see, he's been going through. He's got the Light Horse, Highlanders, Wolf Dragoons. What are you working on now, White Fox? What's the? Give us the scoop. What's the next video we can look forward to? Let's see. You just ended with. Looks like your latest one was 12th Vegan Rangers. It's 3 weeks, man. It's almost time for a new one. What do we got going on? Oh, thanks, Kyle. Of Mechs and Men is on the Wolves on the Border, so that. I'm gonna have to definitely download that one. But go check out this guy's. Subscribe, do all the things. He does an excellent job. The interviews are great. He's also an excellent friend of the Wolfnet Radio podcast, doing some very selfless graphic arts for us, and we appreciate him immensely. Oh, you did do a Gen Con one. Okay. I didn't see that one. Where did I leave off at? I think the last one I saw was Steel Wolves, so I got some catching up to do. See, even I got to catch up. So, anyway, those are some of the fellow content creators we have. I'm going to try to maybe do some one-on-one interviews on the happy hour with them. Maybe we can get White Fox on. Maybe we can reverse engineer this and you can come on our show. Although you've been on our show a couple times, so. Not on this one, though, I don't think. Of course, this one's brand new. We're still trying to figure out what Wolfnet wants to do here. Try to get me that YouTube plaque. Got to get to 10,000, guys. You got to hit that subscribe button. Coach wants to get to 10,000 subscribers so I can get that pretty little plaque or whatever, and I can put it behind me instead of this dime store green screen that I got going on. So, anyway, what else did I want to go? Let's see. Oh, I did that. But yeah, just go. If you guys are watching this, you're looking for some great content, go hit up those guys. Download their podcast. Give them a helping hand. Just the bigger, the more, the merrier in the Battletech content creation. So we're all looking forward to that. Speaking of going and checking people out, let's go here. Gotta go support Aries Games and Miniatures, guys. Derek King at Aries Games and Miniatures does an excellent job in basically providing all kinds of stuff. So this is what all you can find on the Aries Games and Miniatures website. They've got a ton of stuff. They got 3D print on demand. They've got mechs, all kinds of mechs. They do Fighting Piranha, Thunderhead Studios, paint. God, what else they got? Gale Force Knights. So they've got gaming mats. I definitely recommend the Frontline gaming mats. Those are excellent. Yeah. Just go check out Aries Games and Miniatures. I'm doing this because I forgot to put the ad on. I wonder if I could play the ad. No, I don't have the ad. Anyway, but definitely go check out Derek and Aries Games and Miniatures. And if you want to, head over to KSAG and you'll be able to meet Derek, because I think he's going to be there. Well, let's click on the Wolfnet Radio. What do we got? What do we got in the store? Oh boy! Oh, just gonna let you guys know that these Wolfnet dice are going fast, because I'm pretty sure right now he's got the only ones. I have exhausted my supply. So if you guys want some Wolfnet dice, head over to Aries Games Miniatures and get some dice. A little birdie did tell me that there might be some new dice at KSAG as well, so we will see. But definitely go check out those. Hopefully they roll better for you guys than they do for me, but that's kind of a content creator's curse right there. Is you're not allowed to be able to roll your own dice. They roll terrible for you, so don't know what to tell you. What does Valhalla got over here? What are these? When did these guys show up? One product. Oh, they got dice too. Look at these guys. I think I have those. No, I got the silver ones. Maybe I got the gold ones too. I don't know. Anyway, head on over Ares Games and Miniatures. Buy them. Well, we'll see. But yeah, definitely go check out Derek. Am I missing current background is awesome though. Respect your dealer, exactly. He's out there working and slinging it for you guys. Keep your addiction going, so definitely go support him. Okay. Let's see. What do I got? I wanted to go over a recap of some things that happened during the Tuesday Newsday. We did get, if you haven't checked it out, Joshua Franklin, good friend of the show and of everybody else. Joshua Franklin was on with Rem, so it was a good interview. We got to him first though, so definitely go listen to our interview with him. But did get that Hotspots and Hinterlands. I wonder if I can pull that up. Hotspots. Let's see, right there. Oh, why doesn't it give me the thing? Images. Oh, I probably have to type in Hinterlands first. There we go. All right, there we go. Got that. Let's go over here. So, come on, show me the picture. What's going on here? So anyway, that is coming out. There we go. That's the new Hotspots that's coming out. That's supposed to be released in December. As well as McCarran's the McCarran's pack. So I wonder if they got a picture of that. The McCarran's pack is supposed to be coming up as well. Cav Battletech box. That is supposed to be coming out in December as well, I believe is what they said. I can't quite find. There it is, right there. So the McCarran's Armored Cavalry Assault Lance is supposed to be coming out in December, as well as the second Star League. So yeah, it looks like it's got the. Why can't I zoom in? Anyway, yeah, it's got the awesome. It's got the Black Knight. That is the Star Slayer, I believe, the Jumping Star Slayer, and then. I want to say that's a Warhammer, but that can't be right. What the heck is in... Let's see. I'm not sure. Chat, what's the other mech in there? Search. Not the scenario pack. I don't want that. I want the box set. Is that it? Let's see. I know, this is riveting, isn't it? The Tianzong. Ah, it's the Tianzong. Nice. Oh, get out of here. I don't want to watch no ads. Okay. Look at that bad boy. Well, that'll be fun. What's he got on? What's he got for armament? 2 ER medium lasers, 2 Gauss rifles. Dang! Decent speed. Of course he has stealth. Why not? 75 tons. All right. So that's the Tianzong. Very cool. Very cool. I think I'm going to dig that. Let's, what do we got? Second Star League. Second Star League right there. All right, so it looks like the Emperor, oh man, not the Argus. Daiichi, a Helios, and oh, balls. What is that stupid thing? I just looked it up the other day. Anyway, and apparently a coolant truck, because who doesn't need a coolant truck? Oh, I can look it up on Ares, huh? Why don't I do that? And this is how easy you can do it. Ooh, is it pre-saled? Let's just search. If I can type. There we go. Let's see if I got it. Right there. Look at there, you guys. Save 25%, $26.25. Man. Oh, that's the first Star League. I don't want that. Anyway. There it is, right there. Boom. Oh. 29. Argus. It is the Argus. So I was right. Look at me. Pre-orders sold out. Sold out. Well, I don't know if that's sold out. It just says out of stock because they haven't shipped yet. And they're shipping in December. So there you go. Shipping in December. Also sounds like the drop ships. The drop ships might be available in January. I think they're doing the map scale. The map scale drop ships. I think she said those are going to drop in January. So she also said the Battletech graphic novel is being worked on, and hopefully in the next couple of months. But it did sound like Tales of the Bounty Hunter is going to be at the end of the year. So that could be fun. We all like the Bounty Hunter. All right. I think that's what I got. Now, on to the questions. All right. So I reached out. If you guys don't know, or if you want to, you can go ahead and sign up for the Wolfnet Patreon page. It's a good community, guys. Just like the Discord chat, we have 3 tiers: $3 informant, $7 asset, and $25 operative. All comes with some stuff. Tomorrow morning, I got it all packaged up. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to ship out the templates. I wonder if I have a picture of the templates on here. It doesn't look like I do. Anyway, so we have some really cool C-bill green and gold templates that if you reach $100 lifetime, you get a template sent to you in the mail. And Tommy is currently working on the leather dice trays that he's making. That is another achievable goal. And the team T-shirts, I'm finalizing the first one that's going to go out, and that's Gonna hopefully be heading out here soon. So, but if you want to help us out, go ahead, join the Wolfnet Radio Patreon page, and everything you guys send us, whatever you can, that all goes right back out to conventions and tournaments and prize support and all this other stuff, as well as, well, I haven't used anything on equipment yet, but I've been told I need to upgrade some stuff. So we'll see if that's going to go towards upgrading our streaming gear and all that other stuff. But just know that everything is going right back into making all our content better. And yeah, creating prize support for all of our Battletech fans that come out to play tournaments and do stuff like that. So if you can, again, if you can't, not a problem. Join the Discord, Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube page. It's free. Doesn't cost you any money to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's see here. But the nice thing is if you are a Patreon member, you get to ask questions in the mailbag, and I will try to answer them for you. So we're going to go with the first question. I don't know if you want to keep it under your hats until it's done, but love to hear more about what you're working on for 3.0 and the 350 rules. That was a very popular question, so I will see what. Let's see. So one thing that I think I can discuss is there has been a lot of interest in an alternative map size. So right now our map is 36 inches wide and 42 inches long. And the reason for that is when we first started creating the 350 rule set, that was the dimensions of 4 map sheets if you put them together. And at the time we were told that was also going to be kind of the de facto neoprene map size. So we went, perfect, we'll just do 40. And I know it's weird because gaming maps come in 48 by 36 or a 4 by 4 or all this other stuff. And we've been going back and forth on, are we going to deviate from our map size or not? Now, I can tell you that between myself and Andrew, we have thousands of dollars invested in maps that we've already purchased and have been using in tournaments. So they're already cut and you know, lines are drawn and everything else. But one of the ways that we could possibly get around having an alternative or an addendum rule for, say, a 4x3 playmat is that the objectives in each scenario would be measured the same from the center instead of the corner of the map as we have it now. So that way everything would stay the same. You would just have a larger, you know, and we're going back and forth, either a larger deployment zone or it's just a longer deal. So in 3.0, we're going to nail down kind of the rule set that we would like to see if you are playing on a 4x3 map, that this is how that would go. When it comes to 4x4, the 350 rule set is meant to be a fast-paced competitive game. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, I can't use my long range effectively. And I was like, well, you haven't played enough then, because long range is very effective even on the 42 by 36. You just have to know how to use it. Once you start getting to a 4x4 size, it's almost like you're wasting 30 minutes in round one just trying to get into combat range. And for a game that's only supposed to take 90 minutes, it just gives too much time for people to mill around and not really shoot. I mean, the whole purpose of the 350 is, hey, you're in the action, let's go. I know a lot of people are like, well, I can't use my long range. I specifically take in all my lists at least 2 mechs that have good long range because you could use it. It's very prevalent in the way the game is played right now. But yeah, just because a lot of people have a 4x3 map and they don't want to mark it up or do anything, that we're going to have an addendum rule for map size. Let's see. I know you guys all want to know if anything's getting banned or not. I can probably say something is going to get banned. It might not be what you think it is, but pretty sure there's going to be there's going to finally be a unit on the ban list. Alternate ways of looking at Rule of Two is being discussed as well. Like I said, all of these are kind of like 80% along the way. It's just we're in that process now of okay, are we really going to go forward with this rule or are we not? That's kind of where we're at. We have the rules sort of written, but it's just we're kind of waiting for KSAG to be a good barometer of, in the back of our head, we're looking for this. And if it's still, a problem or, problem is a big word. If it's still hampering or a negative play experience or whatever that we've heard from multiple and seen at other tournaments, then the rule will probably go into effect. If it's not, then we'll still have to discuss it and talk about it. But, uh-oh. Chat disconnected. Please wait. Uh-oh. Are we not live? Why aren't we live? Are we live? I think we're live. Oh, that says we're still live. So, anyway, it just says chat disconnected. Ah, successful. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Let me go to my notes here. But anyway, yeah, there is some stuff that's coming down the the off-board artillery might be changing, especially the point costs, and possibly the way we do it. I think it's not a big secret that we have been playing with alternate munitions and battlefield support and off-board artillery. There's two or three kind of ideas that I have floating around, and we just kind of need to pick one of them. But it's gonna make alternate munitions. Now these will be optional rules. They won't be like the absolute. This is what's gonna have. So a lot of the rules that are coming out in 3.0 are kind of optional 350 rules where a TO will go, hey everybody, 350 tournament this weekend is using the alternate ammunition optional rules. Now, we usually like to try to let that play out or get because we've done a lot of games with it, and then we like to release it to the public, and then they get hundreds of games in it, and then we take all that information and then we kind of parse it out, either make it better, make it easier, or just get rid of it all together because it's too confusing. A lot of stuff like that, but yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. I've played the alternate munitions. I believe they've gotten, I can't remember what errata it was that they kind of got tweaked a little bit. They were pretty outrageous, some of them, but I think in 6.2 or 3 they got dialed down a little bit to where they weren't completely overpowered. None of them were really overpowered, but we're just looking for a easy way to introduce them into the list building, other than just having to create a whole nother system of PV or battlefield support points or this or that. So we're working on an easy entry mode to plug them into your already how you make your list. Oh, let's see. But yeah, definitely in 3.0 will be an optional rule for alternate munitions. Battlefield support is iffy. We're not quite sure how to do that, but the off-board artillery is going to be different. It's the point costs just don't seem right to me with what the sniper and the thumpers are currently, but those are getting tweaked. Let's see. I gotta remember. I have about 15,000 different notes, and I'd have to conglomerate them all into one. Boy, I tell you what. Well, let's go on to the next question. I guess this would be the best. I guess this would be. I guess this would best be for a after list submission deadline, but anything especially amusing, interesting from the early, yeah. So the early Succession Wars, which we're going to be doing at KSAG, will be interesting to see what kind of choices we see for lists. I know there's some people out there that are claiming they have some interesting lists and all this other stuff. My list, I went pretty basic. Andrew and I are playing Eridani Light Horse, and I can go over my list. I basically have, let's see, I have a Thug, Lancelot, Guillotine, and a Thunderbolt, along with Oscout, Mercury, and the Spider, I believe. But all of my heavy mechs, all of my heavier ones are skilled 3. And obviously the faster ones are skill 4. I do have 2 VTOLs that are at skill 3, so I can't not bring a VTOL. So, question: indirect fire in 350. What is the maximum height for a VTOL to target across the battlefield? Oh, this was a good question that was brought up a while ago in the Discord. And it has been brought up that maybe we should add something in to the 350 rules that does put a maximum height. I can't remember if there's a rule in the Alpha Strike Commander's Edition already that says VTOLs cannot go. I don't think they have, where they differentiate from elevation to, what's the word for the aerospace? It's elevation and altitude. So I don't know where there's a ceiling for VTOLs. To me, if you're going above 20, I mean, it doesn't matter because you're still going to be able to hit them because in Alpha Strike it doesn't take the doesn't do the hypotenuse or whatever that angle. It's just how far you are away from the base, but it does make a difference, like you said, with indirect fire, because if you're 25 levels up, like you really can't hide from anything unless you're in an enclosed or like a whatever. So yeah, the indirect fire, I mean, you're going to be able to spot anywhere. So in the rule set, according to my knowledge right now, and I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure there is no cap at the elevation height. Is that a problem that is worth putting in a new rule for? I get it. Indirect fire can be pretty scary, but I don't know if it's on the level of a specific rule. That would be a better question for probably Kestrel, if they ever did want to put a cap on an elevation. But I'll maybe pose that question to him either today or tomorrow and see if they're, and he's probably been asked already too, and I just don't know where the ruling would be. But yeah, maybe I'll shoot him a text and see if they've ever thought of that, and even if it's a problem. I don't know if it's a big problem, but remember, if you're that high, you can get shot too. So the best submit your interesting list today. Yeah. So back to my list. There's nothing really. I do have a lot of long range damage. I mean, as much long range damage as you can get in early Succession Wars. But yeah, all my skill 3 guys are 2 or 3 long range, 4 for short and medium. Yeah, the VTOLs are basically my hunter killers, and then I think I've got some heavy hover APCs and foot patrol for the bunkers side of it. Ooh, The deadline for list submission is today. So if you are going to KSAG or you're thinking about going to KSAG, make sure you get your list in. Send that to wolfdragoons. Let's see. Where do you have to? Let's go back to the KSAG. Let's see. We have accommodations. Oh, it doesn't say it on the web page. Andrew. I must be on the Discord channel. Yeah, get it in today. If not, we'll dock you some points if you get it in late. We don't want to turn anyone away if they are just finding out about KSAG right now and they're like, heck yeah, I'm gonna go play some Battletech. I think there's a little bit of a grace period, but if you are planning on going, definitely get your list in today or soon. So seems like a cheat just to have a VTOL way up indirectly spawning first turn. Yeah, but I mean, it's a VTOL, so it's definitely going to be able to go up high, and that's the point of a VTOL, is to be able to find enemies that are hidden. I mean, that's kind of part of the game. Ran into a list where everything was indirect fire. Jose. Well, I mean, my list I brought to LVO last year was a Viking 2C and 2 LRM carriers, and it was all indirect fire and VTOLs, and I think I went 2 and 3. So just remember, VTOLs get hit, and when they do, the motive really sucks. So it's definitely a high risk, high reward kind of a thing. So let's see. Keep in mind, again, lit up for any. Yeah, the VTOLs are going to get shot, especially if you just put them out there like that. So I submitted to a list to where Coach said Wolf's Dragoons inaudible gibberish. Yeah, but .com. It's inaudiblegibberish.com. So yeah, it's at Wolf's Dragoons. It's at Gmail. Wolf's Dragoons at gmail.com, or is it list submissions at wolfsdragoons.com? That might be it. That sounds right. See, I should know this stuff, but I'm just the pretty face. I don't take care of all the other stuff. Let's see. Oh, I gotta finish Gregory's question here. Not necessarily the whole list strategies, but like, wow, I did not even know that unit existed. Oh, yeah, that will have to be a after action report for KSAG. I know there's Tommy just had one. It was a Wakazuchi or something like that. I was like, what the hell is a Wakazuchi? He says it's a Clan Jade Falcon specific mech, and sure enough, not a bad little mech. So yeah, it's early Succession Wars, so there's a lot of weird stuff that's getting dredged up, and like, hey, what about this thing? So that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. Let's see. What else did I have over here? Well, I guess we can look some up. Let's do the Wakazuchi. Wakazuchi right there. Let's see what this guy's got all about him. So, oh dang. Early Succession War, Clan Jade Falcon. 6J563. Jeepers socks. Look at that armor structure. Holy. My goodness. Flak 1-1. There's for your indirect fire VTOLs right there. He's going to get pegged out. It's got 51 points, though. That's kind of a lot. But it's not that bad. And he's probably like cursing my name right now because I'm giving away all of his secrets. My bad. Yeah, I haven't. Let's see. Oh, what VTOL do I have? Shoot, is it a Vector? I think that's what I got. Where is he? Right there? Nope, not that one. There we go. So these are the VTOLs that I will be bringing. 27 points, not too bad. Skill 3, I think they're up to a... Skill 3, I think they're 32 points. But like I said, these are my hunter killers. So, you know, if you're going to bring something fast, or... The one thing is, early Section Wars, you still have to deal with dashers. So these are my dasher killers. 2 armor, 2 structure, which I really love. It means they can take a hit and still keep going. The 24-inch movement, obviously, is a must. The big one for me is it's the 2-2. So if these guys are not in your rear arc, then I'm doing something wrong. And then I get to roll 3 dice. So that's the big deal for me. And skill 3 even means that the TMM4 units that are out there, at least I can knock those 11s down to 10s or 10s to 9s. But yeah, those are kind of my go-tos for my hunter killer kind of a thing. So yeah, they should be, you know, the nice thing is I think I can get all 4 heavy mechs and the 2 VTOLs in my 250. So that should be fun. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been talking. I know there's on the Discord, I think it was brought up that somebody brought an all VTOL list to the SoCal Open, I think, and a lot of people were kind of worried about it. I talked to Tals, who was the guy who ran it, just kind of like, hey, there's some people that are nervous about, you know, an all VTOL list, and he's like, it was kind of what I thought it was going to be. It's, if you're a new player and you're not quite sure about how everything goes, or you don't have the strategies down or the scenarios down, it can be very, very scary to see all VTOLs, because they're all going to be TMM4 or 3. They're going to be very hard to hit. The thing is there's a lot of the VTOLs are glass cannons. I mean, well, not even glass cannons, because they don't really do much damage. Balacs are pretty good. They do. I think the heaviest one you'll find is a Balac. I think it's the LRM. No, yeah, the LRM. Nope, not that one. Spotter, I think. Nope, it's the regular. Yeah, it's the regular. So this VTOL is a really good go-to VTOL if you're looking for movement, damage, all the other good stuff. 4 and 5 dice in your rear arc is gonna suck. Like that's gonna be painful. One of the big things is, you know, you gotta have flak. I mean, you don't have to, but flak and reduced skills are really well. They're a really good thing to have against VTOLs and also high TMM units as well. So you just figure that they're gonna get behind you. You just got to have somebody kind of watching your rear as well. And remember, the 350 is all about scenario, or it's all about objective grabbers. So half the time these things have to land, then all of a sudden they just turn into a TMM4. They don't get the airborne target, and yeah, then they go boom. And I can tell you from much experience that motive damages really suck when it comes to VTOLs, and VTOLs die pretty fast when you when you get motive damages. So happy hour. There we go. Workshop is out. He is finally on break. Cheers to you. Happy Friday, everyone, if you are just joining the show. And And it has been a week, so we're all looking forward to having a drink and just relaxing, talking Battletech. See, I'm trying to remember another 3.0 thing that, the thing about 3.0, it's nothing really drastic. I can't think of anything that's super drastic that we're changing. It's now in the tweak phase, right? We've run hundreds of tournaments and thousands of games and have gone through this, tweaked rules here, done this over here. It's really now just kind of getting to the nitty gritty of balance. Lately I haven't heard anything that's completely groundbreaking, broken or anything like that. It really is just kind of going in and cleaning some stuff up. I know one of the things we have slotted is the rule of 2 when it comes to corner cases of mechs. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what's the one I can think of. I think the Atlas is one that comes to mind. Let's see if I can go here. So currently the way it is you have the Atlas AS7. That is a variant. The chassis is the Atlas AS7. The variants are what comes after. So it's a K, it's a DR, it's a DDC, it's a K2. The trick is when you start getting into, the AS8s, and then you get into an Atlas 2, and then you get into Atlas C3, and then you get into Atlas 3s. Where does the chassis start? What is considered, is an Atlas C a different chassis than the Atlas AS8K? And we're getting to the point, because you can't just say, well, it's an Atlas, because if you say it's an Atlas, well, then the Atlas 2 is an Atlas, but it's just a 2. Well, that is clearly a different chassis. The Atlas 2 and the Atlas, and even the Atlas 3, completely different mechs. Absolutely completely different mechs. Now, when you get to the Atlas C, what's the difference between an Atlas C and what's the difference between an Atlas AS7K? Well, technically, they're the same chassis. The weapons, the armor, all the stuff, but it's technically the same chassis. So what we're having to do, and again, these are very edge cases, but it's like, hey, technically by the rules, I think I can bring 4 Atlases or 8 Atlases or something like that. And technically by the rules, the way we have them written now, you could bring 2 Atlas, the AS7s, the AS8s, the Cs. Those, I think, are classified as one chassis. And then you can bring 2 Atlas 2s, and then you can bring 2 Atlas 3s. Because they have different variants of each chassis. So that's where it's one of those where we have to go in, and it doesn't happen a lot, but there's a couple of different variants where it's like, okay, the other thing is a Night Chanter a crab, because it uses the same image, and it's close, but technically I think it's not the same deal. So it's little things like that we're cleaning up in 3.0. But then it requires a lot of diving into the MUL. So we always think we know the MUL like the back of our hands, but we find out real quick that it's like, oh no, there's a lot to the MUL. So let's see. My own fault for not having enough flak or better skilled pilots. Yeah, it's one of those things where, and maybe I can point it out here with which mech do I really like? Well, let's just go with my Thug. I think I got the 10E. No. 11E. There we go. So, you take the Thug, for instance. He doesn't have flak. It's a 4/4/2. But when you bump him up to a skill 3, I believe he's 49 points. So for that extra 8 points, I'm essentially gaining, I can't remember what the math is on it, but when you're trying to shoot TMM 3s and 4s, which is hard to do with a skill 4 pilot, because you just figure right off the bat, skill 4 +2 for medium ranger at 6, and a TMM 4, that's 10s. Well, the difference between rolling 10s and 9s, I think, is almost 20%. Not 20%, 15, something like that. It's substantial. And for an extra 9 PV, for me, any mech that's in the the low 40s or below, that is well worth the PV going back up to a 49 or a 48, and being able to gain that extra percentage to hit those high movement targets. Does it always work out? No, because we're rolling dice. So, it is what it is. It's a dice game, so we all got to roll with the RNG. Now, does flak help? Heck yeah, flak helps. And the last time I looked, I don't think I had any flak in my unit, but all of my heavies are skill 3. So, sure, am I burning probably 25-ish PV, probably 30 PV to get all of my heavy mechs to skill 3? It's worth it. I mean, I can still bring all 4. Fits comfortably in a 250 PV list. And, talking about 3.0, that is one of the big reasons we went from 200 to 250, is to be able to allow you to have a decent unit size with skilled down pilots. The 3s, throwing a 2. My son's coming to KSAG as well, so I've had to build him a list, and he's 10. So I basically went to the extremes. I gave him some TMM 4s, and then I gave him 2 assault mechs at skill 2. So if you see Brody, he's going to roll a lot of dice, and he's going to hurt some stuff. But I'm trying to keep those tactics simple for him, where it's just put the big guys on the hill, let the small guys run out and take the objectives, and just try to mow down as much stuff as you can. So I'll give you a little preview of what's he's a big Ghost Bear guy, unfortunately, and he loves his Kodiak. So what's the next best thing to a Kodiak? I gave him a skill 2 Annihilator C at 79 points. So, I haven't told him this is basically the devil mech, but 666 is the mark of the beast, and he's gonna enjoy rolling a handful of dice no matter what range he's at. So. But I think I made a good little list for him. We've been practicing. He says, "What's this OV3?" And I says, "Oh, so if that Annihilator is going to go down, add 3 more sets of dice to whatever you're going to roll." He goes, "Oh, really?" I go, "Yep, just take out whatever you can." And I said, if you get TMMs to equal anything 7 or below or 6s. Don't be afraid to overheat that bad boy. He'll survive a round with getting shot at. So, yeah, he's probably gonna win the Gambler Award. That's 79 is pretty tough. So, but yeah, you got to chew through a lot with this bad boy. I showed him the model, and he's like, "Oh, this is kind of like my Kodiak." I says, "Yeah, I think this is the best thing I could find that's close to your Kodiak." So, yeah, he should have a lot of fun. I'm already teaching him partial cover right now, so very, very, very important first terrain move for him is to put that first piece of terrain real close to his map edge, so he doesn't move very fast. So, Yeah, I think we're actually going to try to get a game in tonight, so that should be fun. Yeah, so getting on to be 5 o'clock. I think I can take a couple more questions if we got, what is that even loaded with? Ammo. Yes, the correct answer is ammo. The Annihilator C. Well, let's see. They don't have. Let's see. We can maybe go to a wonderful tool that all players should know is Jeff's Battletech tools. For anybody who likes building lists and all this stuff, and as a personal, the guy who created this just passed away not too long ago, and did a fantastic job. I couldn't thank Jeff enough for what he did. But this website is fantastic. It does Alpha Strike really well. Let's see. We need to. No, I don't need to do that. In development. How do I add? Forgive me, I don't do. Let's just go C. Add right there. Okay, here we go. Let's see if. Oh, that's not how you spell annihilator. Annihilator. Let's go all. Hey, look at this. This is my first time using this. Let's see. Annihilator C. Oh, look at this. How cool is this, guys? Ooh, let's just go over here and zoom in on this stuff. Okay, so 3.5. That's pretty normal. And the $1 million question is, what does he have for weapons? Well, it doesn't show you. What? Why doesn't it show you? I bet it doesn't have the... Oh, shoot. I bet it doesn't have the... Well, anyway, it's definitely very good for Alpha Strike. So if you guys ever use... oh, it's got 4 Ultra Autocannon 10s. That'll do it. That will do it. But anyway, if you guys are looking for a good website to use for Alpha Strike, Jeff's Battletech tools. Oh, I might as well let the... There's also another great tool made by a really great guy in the Discord. He has created an Alpha Strike 350 list builder website. And if you just go to Google and type in Alpha Strike 350 builder, the first option is Vercel. And this thing is fantastic. So this is built specifically to validate and build Alpha Strike 350 lists. So you're able to pick your faction. So let's just go with Ghost Bear. And you can click your availability. We'll go Early Succession War. And it will ask you... So if you don't know what the general list is, it automatically provides you a link that will take you to the MUL. And it will tell you which general list is included for Clan Ghost Bear. I know this already. It's Homeworld Clan General. And then you just hit search. Now the great thing about this thing is the search customization you can do. So it gives you all these units that are available to you. They give you the how do I get up here? Oh, I don't want to sign in. Fine, I'll sign in. No, I'm not going to sign in. anyway, up top here, I don't know why it's not showing it, but you can go right up top here. See if it'll show it on the... Right above here are the tabs for combat vehicle, infantry, all that other stuff. But the really nice thing is you can search for abilities, damage profile, movement, PV, the size. I can even select PV up and down, but it will also let me do damage profiles from high to low. So I can instantly find, okay, I need to get my Juggernaut in there. I need something that does 788, which is the Godzilla. The Annihilator C2 right here. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the Imp C. Oh my. His list might be changing. Oh, it's 65 points. No, that won't work. Anyway, so you can add it over here. You know, you add in all your units. Tells you how many units you have, the PV value. The really great thing about this, though, is if you click on the play button down here, it will automatically populate your sublists, which won't work because I have too much heavy stuff in there. Let's add some smaller stuff in here. You know, we'll just do that, and it'll populate your sublists for coming up with scenarios. So on the left, you can already see, you know, crap. This thing does not like my, there we go. So for 240. But yeah, anyway, it's a very, very, very handy website. If you have a list, it even has an Alpha Strike validator where you can easily just upload. You can just upload the MUL file that you created, and it will validate your list for you. So, very, very cool stuff. I think Pibus made this. Yep, I just noticed that my OBS quick had a little hiccup there, so should be back to normal stream. But like I said, it's getting on to be about 5 o'clock. I think it's time. Sun's going down. I think it's time for this old cowpoke to maybe call it a day. Just want to thank everyone for watching, first of all, today, being a part of the Wolfnet Radio family. Yeah, I need to reset my toaster. You're correct. Definitely, if you guys are interested, those are the events that are coming up. KSAG is in Minnesota, Roseville, Minnesota, kind of north of the cities. Go check out Pelicon, Adepticon, and the next happy hour I will do, I'll have... well, I only got 2 mailbag. All the mailbag questions were basically the same, I think. All right, we'll see if anybody posted one more. Oh, shout out to Eric. Thanks for joining as a free member on the Patreon page. So, woohoo! Oh, here we go. Chat. All right. You know, I could do a 30-minute monologue on the Free Worlds League aerial beast infantry. I could do that. Oh, let's see. As for consistency of the happy hour with Coach, we're going to try to be consistent, but I'm not going to make any promises. So, yeah, you guys, that's really all the questions I got from the Patreon. So, sounds like the stream is going to shit. So we're going to end it now. Thank you, everybody. Go make sure you check out those other content creators I mentioned at the beginning of the show. Can't wait to see you all at KSEG if you're going. If not, we'll be back. I think the next happy hour, we're going to try to maybe do some tabletop simulator stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Happy Friday. Go have a drink on me. I'll pay you back later. So, have a good night.